Hello beautiful people, today on Bachelor on a Budget we are making eggplant pizzas. Screw the bread, screw the dough, we're using vegetables to make this pizza. Let's get started. Let's start off by preheating our oven to 400 degrees. Then we want to take our eggplant, a nice shiny, heavy, dense eggplant, and cut that into 1/2 inch strips. I found the biggest, fattest eggplant I could. Now I lucked out and got some almost seedless GMO eggplants going on here, but the seeds often can make this taste quite bitter. So what you can do to get rid of some of that bitterness is actually salt these guys. So we're gonna take some coarse salt and just sprinkle that on, and that's gonna draw out some of the moisture. I'm gonna get salt everywhere. And use coarse salt if you have it, because regular table salt will just absorb a bit too much into the eggplant. And we'll let that sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. Meanwhile, you can prep whatever you want to put on top. I'm gonna be going with some mushrooms, some shredded chicken, maybe a bit of pesto sauce. Okay, so you should start seeing water droplets at the top here. That's the bitterness sweating out. So we just pat that dry and wipe off some of that salt. We don't want it to be overly salty. And if you don't notice the bitterness in eggplants, you can totally skip this step, or if you have a nice one like this with not too many seeds, don't worry about it. So next we want to coat these in olive oil. So if you have a brush, you can just brush that on, but I don't have a brush for some reason, so I'm just gonna dip it in. Bit more olive oil. We're being pretty generous with this one, but you can always use less. Okay, let's take our eggplant and plop that into the oven for about 10 minutes. Let's take this out of the oven. Okay, let's flip these guys over. They're gonna be hot, so be careful. And now we're gonna spread some tomato sauce on these guys. I bought this pre-made. I just looked for whatever on sale. I don't even think this is pizza sauce. I think this is just a spiced tomato sauce. Nice, cheap, organic one that was on special. Then we want to get our toppings on there. I'm going with some tomatoes. I also got some rotisserie chicken. If you're vegetarian, leave that out, of course. Some mushrooms. Try and slice your items pretty thin so it has time to cook. I'm gonna get a little pesto on there. Some Italian herbs. It's like basil and rosemary and oregano. And some green onions. I prefer to use the white bits, the ends. And then garnish with the greens. And of course our delicious mozzarella. Fairly generous portions here, but if you're on a bit tighter budget, you can always scale it back. And since I have some leftover goat cheese from my cauliflower pizza crust that you can find right here, I'll put a little bit of that on. Okay, I'm feeling good about this. Holy. Okay, let's get this back in the oven until the cheese is nicely golden brown. About 5-10 minutes. These guys are almost done. I'm just gonna broil it for the last minute. Okay, time to take these out. Almost burned them, almost burned them. Ooh, sizzling. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Whew. Oh man, look how good these look. I am super excited to dip in, but got a garnish of course. You know I'm all about the garnish. Liven up with some flavors and color. I gotta snap this. Okay, let's give one of these a shot here. Mmm. That turned out solid. Now, don't expect some crispy crust. You're not gonna get it, but you are gonna get a lot of healthy flavor. Great way to cook eggplant, seriously. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If this is your first time here, please subscribe, leave a comment down below, check me out on Snapchat, whatever you can do. I want to hear from you. If you got a recipe suggestion, leave it down below or shoot me a message on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. I'm on all those platforms with unique content. And you can check out my other videos here. Thanks guys.